VCC all over the world. Are you ready? Today is day 2. You had a day filled with, experience, lessons from the great ones, the V partners. You heard testimonies, all right, from amazing networkers on the ground. You heard from the one and only Japadas Bismarck. And now we are coming to the most magical moment of every day of VCon. But today, before I bring the man himself, our mentor, our visionary and upline, Dato Sri Vijay Eswaran, I am going to bring someone very special who stands by the sea throughout the years, his pillar of strength, the voice of truth. And today it gives me great honor and pleasure to introduce Datin Sri Umayal Eswaran, who I lovingly call Akka, which means elder sister. All right? And whenever I come up on stage, whether at a digital VCon or a physical VCon, it gives me great pride and honor to invite her on stage, because she's just not Dato Sri Vijay's wife. She has been there from day one, building the foundation of this organization alongside with Japa, Dato Sri Vijay, all right, from day one. They always say behind every successful man, there is a great woman. But I have to correct that statement. Besides every successful man, there is an amazingly strong woman, and that is Datin Sri Umayal. She is the chairperson for one of the most important elements of the whole QI group, that is the Rhythm Foundation, an organization that truly makes a difference in people's lives all over the world, guys. So tonight here at VCC 2022, please rise and help me welcome the one and only Datin Sri Umayal Eswaran.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for all your love from all over the world. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. It's day 2 of VCon 2022. The theme for this week on is Be the Change. Very simple and yet very difficult to practice. It sounds so easy for all of us. It's just 3 words. Be the change. There is a beautiful quote, very meaningful quote by Rumi that says, "Yesterday I was clever, so I wanted to change the world. Today I am wise and I am changing myself." So this be the change is so easy to say, but it yet so difficult to practice in our life every single day. You've heard so many people from yesterday until tonight come here and talk about hope, hard work, having the faith, fighting, believing in what you want and going for it, and the sacrifice that you have to make. All this ultimately comes down to us, the belief that we have in ourselves, that we can do something in our lives, making this life worth, leaving a legacy behind is what this life is about. I heard someone say, resisting change is resisting life itself. In this journey of 24 years that I've met so many people in my life, in the network, and I've always, in my life too, in my personal life, people are so good at putting ourselves down, having jealousy for one another, fighting with each other, going into frustration, depression, everything that's negative. We are so good. Sorry. Everything that's positive, we don't think about it. Because it's easier for all of us to make excuses. When we began, if we made those excuses, if we looked at things that were only problems, then this company will not be here today. Then all of you will not have this opportunity to make it in life, to go out there, do something meaningful in your life. We made that bold decision that day. Because we only decided, whatever it may be, we only look at the possibilities in our life and the solutions, not the problem. Because it's very easy to look at the problems. It's very easy to blame others and to put everything on someone else. Because we always say, when we point this one finger at someone, there's 3 fingers looking at us. So the thing is, we as individuals, we as human beings have to change. If anything, the last 3 years of pandemic has taught us to become better human beings, to have compassion for one another, to have empathy for one another, to listen to each and everyone, because everyone has problems. Everyone needs help. We need to have empathy in life. We cannot be an empty vessel running around, walking around, thinking only about ourselves. Because that's the good thing about what you are doing. Your success depends on everybody who's with you. So if we don't embrace them, if we don't lift them up with us, then you're never going to be successful. You're never going to be happy. Because this journey is not about making a lot of money, because this journey is about you changing yourself and becoming a better human being. Because with that, everything else will follow. The heartbeat of this organization, the vision, the mission of this organization is raise yourself to help mankind. RYTHM. It stands raise yourself first. Then you help mankind. Because we are always looking at problems. We are always looking at somebody else's success. We are always trying to be someone else. Because we always underestimate ourselves. And that's got to stop. Because that's what this change is about. Because when we are younger, when we are teenagers, we have our dreams. We know what we want. We think we are very sure what we want in our lives, right? Because that's the age. Be rebellious, say what you want, and you will say, I achieve it. Then you come to about, 25, 26, and then, you have kind of found a job. Then we say, okay, maybe I just want a car, I just want a house, and that's my safety net. Then we are already closing. Our dreams have come smaller, and then we are saying, okay, we've come into this cocoon, and we have cocooned ourselves inside and said, okay, this is my small comfort zone that I'm going to be in. Then it comes another 10 years, another 15 years later, and then you say, oh, I just don't want to get into any trouble. I just want a safe life. I just want a comfort life, and I don't want any trouble. You have heard many people talk yesterday and today, their own experiences and what we should do. If there is no challenges, there's no life. If there is no change, there is no life. If there is no problems, then there is no life. Because every day, like Datosri said, life is going to throw everything possible at you. I have seen everything possible in the last 24 years in this journey. There are some instances of the worst that I've seen, that I come to a point and I thought, oh my God, should we even continue? Is this even worth doing it? And I have stood there, people. I have been there. And I said, we've come this far not to give up and go back. Because it's easy to take 20 steps behind. It's very hard to take 2 steps forward. Our journey has been hard. Our journey has been difficult. Our journey was full of sacrifice. But if you ask me today, do I regret it? not even for a second. There are times I would still sit and think, which is okay, because it's okay for us, because we are human beings. It's okay for us to think, but don't act on it. It's okay for us to feel down for that 1 second, but get up. Don't sit there. Don't go down that path thinking that I can't do this. This is not for me. If you have all come here, if you have taken that step and you're sitting here, then make it your fight, the good fight, and take it all the way. Because we did it, and you have to do it. That's the change, and that can only happen if you believe in yourself. Ultimately, everything that comes is going to come from you, within you. Everybody can stand in front of you, including me today, now, can say everything that's motivational, everything about my life, what I had to go through. I'm an ordinary person too. I didn't just pick up success from a table and walk past it and so would say, I made it. We had to go through the same path that you're going through. It's how we perceive it. It's how we welcome it. It's how we go through it. It's an individual's life journey. But we have to do it because you're already here. You are in this world. You are born. Between the time of birth and death, what have we done as our legacy is so important than just leaving this world without doing anything, without trying anything. So be the change. Raise yourself to help mankind. It's so powerful, people. You're all sitting there today. That means you all have an opportunity. You're hearing everyone come here and speak. Stop looking at problems. Look at them, turn it around as possibilities. Look at solutions. Because problems are never going to stop. So if you're going to keep looking at it, it's just going to keep coming like a tornado. Life is never going to be an easy journey, whether in whatever business that you're doing, or in your personal life, or your relationship with your parents, with your siblings, with your husband, with your wife, everyone. It's never going to be easy. It was not meant to be. None of us was supposed to go through life easy. But you have to make a commitment. Because these 3 days, everybody that you're hearing, and when you hear the other 3 later on, this is all about we wanting to see each and every one of you rise up. Be a better version of yourself. That's the ultimate. Be happy in whatever that you're doing and be always positive in your thoughts. Not easy, because every single day you're going to get up. You're probably going to think, did I make the right decision? Is this what I want to do? That is you who's already got all these thoughts. Then, of course, you have people around you. That's one thing that I always saw when we were building this business. We had a lot of people come and say, why this business is not going to last for us? why we are not going to be successful in doing this and how we are going to fail. And you're going to hear that every single day. And you're going to just shut yourself to all the negativity that you're going to hear, and you're just going to move forward with that positive attitude. Because in the foundation, when I have to work with all these communities and people around the world, and I see that the kind of difficulty that they go through on the ground, and I do see children who don't even have, the parents can't even afford to give them breakfast in the morning before they go to school. So they go to school, they can't even focus in school because they have not eaten. And I said, I thank God every day because my problem is not so big compared to what they have to go through every single day. So if you think your problems are bigger, then maybe you might want to come and volunteer in the foundation and travel around and see the actual real problems that people around the world face for one meal a day, what they have to go through. So if you don't embrace the change today, you should have started yesterday, changing yourself, then this whole thing will be a waste of time. Because you can hear everybody talk and you can listen to everyone, you can go rah-rah, you can clap, you can sing. But if you don't truly take it to your heart and you don't change within you, then this change will not happen. Then you're going to go back, you're going to have the same difficulty, you're going to have the same negative questions, then you're going to have the same problems. Turn it around, people. Look at just problems as possibilities, as solutions. Look at negativity as positivity. Look at challenges as welcome them. Fight the challenges. Have that fighting spirit. Because life is worth all that. And I really hope that when you go back after these 3 days, you go back as changed individuals. As someone who says, I will change and I will make a difference in this world. For myself first and for everyone that I touch or that I come across. Thank you so much for your time. And I truly hope that you will be the change that we would like to see in the world. Because we've done that and we want to see, because each and every one of us must be that change. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Akka. Thank you, Datin Sri Umayal. VCC, please show some love for Datin Sri Umayal Eswaran. Unbelievable. Guys, you heard the words from Datin Sri herself. Be the change you want to see. Walk the talk. And it's amazing listening to her because I remember how Dato Sri had to convince her, all right, to go up on stage so many times and she would be too shy to do it. And today seeing Datin Sri speak on our VCC, it's a very proud moment for all of us. Thank you, Akka. We love you.